Joining us now is Ed Michael Reggie, the CEO of Funeralocity. Great to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Before your website, before we get into what you guys are doing to disrupt this industry, inform our viewers a little bit about what the business of funeral homes and how they actually work right now.
Well, there are 2.5 million deaths in America and 20,000 funeral homes. 85% of all funeral homes do not post their prices online. So we have a history of grieving families showing up at funeral homes, not knowing if they're at the right place or not that's going to serve their needs, no idea what the prices will be, and they're really not in a condition to make an intelligent purchase decision. So we created Funeralocity to assist them.
So is Funeralocity, I guess, the first place you expect families to go when they're grieving a death? Is that kind of the concept behind it? This is the destination?
Yes, I think the search should begin at Funeralocity so that they can have a view of prices, reviews, services, photographs, videos, take a look and see with whom they would like to speak and plan a funeral.
So how do you actually market the site, the platform to people? Because it's something that happens suddenly most of the time. How are you reaching out to these future customers?
Well, we are doing consumer awareness PR as we are doing with you right now, but also, you've got to find the Googler. 41% of Americans live in a state they weren't born in, which means they don't have a family funeral home. So they're going to go to funeral home near me, cremation near me. So we need to be on Google as one place for that person who's looking.
Ed, do you feel like the status quo of this business is an ethical business? Do you feel like funeral homes were taking advantage of people while they were in grief while this was happening?
I don't want to go there and say that, but we can, we all know that when someone's in a grief-stricken state, they're not going to make the best decisions. And I think that shining a light on all of this is really going to put everybody on an even basis and a fairer basis to make good decisions.
It seems like a hard task to try to gather all this data on funeral and cremation prices. Like you mentioned, what does that process look like? Where do you get your data from?
Well, there are two ways you can get the data by federal law. One is to call and get the prices by telephone, and the other one is to show up in person. And we have, honestly, platoons of people doing both all the time. We've gotten the prices of the top 100 metro areas of all the funeral and cremation providers there, and we're adding about 100 a day right now to round out the country.
And Ed, you guys aren't doing just funeral services. You're also providing travel and accommodation as well, correct?
No, we're not. We are just there to assist a family in finding the best burial or cremation provider. No travel.
What is your business model? How are you making money?
We accredit these funeral homes. We have an excellence program because one of the things is we all know people don't just want price. They don't want the cheapest hotel room. They don't drive the cheapest car. They want a sense of value. So what we have done is we have a vetting system called an excellence program. Hundreds of funeral homes across the country have already applied for membership in it. We vet them, we check their backgrounds, we look at their licensing, we look at what their training programs are like. They take a pledge of transparency to us, we review their bills, and we mark them on our website as members of that excellence program. It's that program that funds the rest of our operation because we believe our brand promise has to be give consumers all the funeral homes and be able to look at all of their prices.
Ed, what has been the response from consumers to this product so far? What have people been telling you?
Oh gosh, we've just, I went to a hospice conference just a month ago. I don't mean to brag, but we were the hit of the conference. Hospice nurses, people coming to us, the consumer support has been tremendous. Really, really, really heartening.
All right, that's great to hear. Ed Michael Reggie, he's the CEO of Funeralocity. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
It's great to be with you.